braids look really good, for real.
Why don't you just leave your hair like that? Like
This is what I have so far. This is so bad. My first braid turned out really clapped.
let's see it.
That's horrendous and I have to start over. We're almost done. We're almost done. So, if you're confused as to why I washed it, combed it, and then parted it, essentially the braids, like the extensions, they have to go on something. So in order to like properly braid your hair, you have to have the boxes at the top of your head in order for them to latch onto something. But anyways, I went into it washing my hair. And washing your hair can be quick if you section it off and then just do like a really quick wash, which is what I did. I did not want to make it last for more than it had to be because I knew I had a long night ahead of me. So then after I washed it, I went ahead and just combed it out, and I did not make that last long either because I knew I was already gonna have to comb out when I was parting. One of the trickiest things about parting when you're alone is that you're just going off of the mirrors that are around you. You're not going off of a second opinion. So I would, you know, like look in the camera or the mirror and just kind of lead the comb or my finger around so that I could part my hair properly. And so after I would lead my finger or the comb, I would then like separate the hair and then just make the boxes. And once you make the boxes, then you kind of just can leave it there and then make additional boxes, if that makes any sense. So once you make the boxes, then you twist the hair so that at least it can be put into place. Most of the time when people pre-section before they braid, they just put a rubber band around their braids, and then that's how they keep it, so that when they go back and braid, you don't have to like untwist something that I did. So I put my hair into twists because I didn't have rubber bands, and putting it into twists helps stretch it out. My hair was not blow dried, it wasn't straightened, nothing. So I knew I had to stretch my natural hair as much as possible. It took me a long time to twist. My husband even came in and he was like, why is this taking so long?
11, 12, 16, 17, take a guess how many there are.
45.
53, 54, 55. 55?
Okay. It takes a long time. 55 for this whole thing. Either way, like, it takes a long time. But I had a lot of sections because I knew I wanted to do small braids because I just wanted the small aesthetic or whatever. And then after I sectioned them off, it took minimum 3 hours for me to section them off. That's a miserable process, for real. I don't recommend. After that, I then went into going ahead to putting the braids on. And this is not going to be a tutorial. Like, I'm not going to show you how to braid. There are so many tutorials on the internet that'll show you how to do it. But this is kind of more like this is the overview of the process of how to braid. So I'll show you a little bit of how I put it in, but I'm not showing you step by step how to do it. Now we're starting the hair, putting it in. And I gotta get the scissors and everything else. This is so bad. Oh my god, this is so bad. My first braid turned out really clapped. Dude. I don't want to do it. I just want to be done. Yesterday, we bought the hair, finished the sections, everything is going good. And today I actually have to finish because I have work on Monday morning, which is tomorrow. So I'm pretty confident I can do it because if I can section off this whole entire thing and finish 15 braids, I think I'm gonna be good. The fun part that I told my husband about was that when you braid your hair, you just get to sit and watch movies the whole day. And now that I've sectioned off my hair, I just get to sit in front of the TV, watch a bunch of movies, and then be happy with the end result. That's all I have to do. It's a gray. It starts off gray. It doesn't start off black, which is what I wanted it to be, but it starts off gray and it goes into white. And at first I was like, oh my god, yikes, because I was looking at it and it looked a little bit like it started off dark gray, and it starts off a little bit dark, but not the darkest. It doesn't blend with the hair. But I've been looking at a bunch of other girls with gray braids, and they pull it off, like the ones with my skin tone. So I'm just gonna have to pull it off too. And if I don't, everybody should lie to me that I do. So we have a hair salon set up with just all my hair. What show should I watch? Probably Survivor, because Chris is not gonna be with me for a little bit because he's upset. So I'm gonna watch Survivor, probably get through the whole season, and then only go through half of my head. And then after that, we're probably gonna watch a movie together. If he comes out of the room, he's upset at me because I said I need some good energy and I need support. And he was like, fine, I'll leave. So.
James went home and
So I just typed in movies for Disney Plus, and I want to like sit down and watch a movie that's nostalgic, and I typed in Princess and the Frog because I do want to watch Princess and the Frog, but then of course all the other options pop up, and there's Princess Diaries, The Little Mermaid, Tangled. Tangled is such a good movie. If they told me you have one movie to watch on your deathbed, I'm watching Tangled. But because it's such like the music, the story, like it's solid. But I aimed to watch Princess and the Frog because it's just so like, it's such a beautiful, also good music, such good music. So I'm definitely gonna watch, if I can, all three. But Tangled, The Princess Diaries, and Princess Frog. But like, should I watch? Yeah, I'm gonna watch Princess Frog first. It's just such an inspiration, Princess Frog. Chris, hello. I'm gonna see if my husband wants to watch it because he never really watched Disney movies. But this is such a cute, representative movie for us. I'm just excited. This is the worst part about braiding, is the ends. Because they're so tiny and so, like, they should not take this long, but they do. Like, okay, actually, this really helps, like, holding it so you don't have to pull on your actual scalp. And it's so dumb that I didn't just do that immediately. I'm realizing it takes a decent amount of like just writing skill, psychological skill, to make a children's movie that also hits adults like in a very powerful, deepish way. And I really appreciated that about this movie. Like the themes in Princess Frog, I did not catch growing up, okay? But it was so simple that, in my mind, it was so simple that it was so entertaining. But now as an adult, I'm like, oh my god. High School Musical says we have to let it go. This came out in 2006. I was 7 or 6. Look at you. Oh my god.
3 days to do all of your hair.
It's taking me 3 days. It's taking like a week. Okay, so I don't know how many I've done. I don't really want to count or else I will cry. I will cry. but I counted that I had like 30 something left on the top a couple of braids ago. I can't remember how many braids. I am a little bit disappointed because like obviously I would have liked for it to be black at the top so you wouldn't see just like my hair interlock with the gray, but my husband says it looks good, so I'm feeling a little bit better about that. And I'm just excited to finish. Like my hands are not cramping quite as bad as they did at the beginning. No, yeah, this is it. I'm done. I'm gonna go to work like this. Me and my husband are watching High School Musical 3 because we watched 1 and 2. That's how much time has passed. Hopefully I can get this done before like 1 a.m. Thinking about curling the bottoms, but also thinking about just leaving it straight, but I think curled bottoms look really, really good. Well, I don't know. We'll just see how it ends. So that was the end of me braiding my hair. It is so miserable when you're on hour like 11 and you just keep looking and are like, yeah, I'm on like braid 72. I have about 30 left. So I just left it alone. I did not want to finish that. So it's been a few days with these. I am coming to the realization, okay, at first I thought that my roots were outgrown and I was like, oh my god, I didn't do them tight enough. That sucks. I felt like I did them just as tight as I have before. And I realized I've always had black braids at the beginning, at least. I've always had something that starts off black and then goes into a color, if I've ever had a color. But now having gray, it just points out how much hair I have at the top, which really sucks. I'm either gonna make this bigger and then just redo it so that I can have less hair, or I'm just gonna embrace it and leave it. I probably will just embrace it and leave it. But after having this hair for a few days, I really like it. It's become, I'm even thinking about just making it my full-time thing, which is like every time that I braid my hair, I'm just gonna go back to gray because it looks so good. This has now become my new personality, is just having gray braids because everybody compliments you on it because it's unique. You know, if you want to be complimented all the time, it doesn't even have to be good. You just have to make something out of the norm. And people are going to comment on it. Whether or not they are honest with you or not, they're gonna comment on it. I feel bad that you didn't really get to see the very end of it because it is really satisfying when you're on the very last braid. But when you put all of your energy, emotional and physical, into doing your braids, that's all you have energy for. Directly after I finished, I finished the last section with so much determination and quickness. And after that, I was like, okay, now I'm just not going to do anything for a couple days. I don't feel it. I'm not cooking. I'm not cleaning. Nothing's happening with me. Because at the very end, your fingers are so tired that you just need them to rest. I can't even imagine being somebody who just braids hair for a living because of the damage it probably does to your fingers. Getting all sorts of arthritis. One of the driving factors for me to braid my own hair is that it saves money, and I just know I can do it. And if you can do something, just like test yourself and do it. I don't love the process and I don't love that it takes me 3 days, but I do love the ability to be in control of what I can do with myself and my look. You know, I love that I'm the one who is control of my hair and that I'm not trusting somebody else to potentially damage it or just to do it in a way that I don't want it to be. I braided my own hair. It took 3 days. I don't regret it. I'm gonna keep braiding my own hair to the day I die. Actually, let me just answer some common questions. First, most common question is like, how long can you keep it in? You can keep it in for, at minimum, a month. I don't even know why you would attempt to braid your hair if you're only going to keep it in for a month. But I keep mine in for a month to maybe 2 or 3 months. Another question is, how much did the hair cost? The hair costs, I did 5 packs and I think it was $5 per pack. And then hair product was like a few dollars. I don't know. But either way, if you get it done at the salon, you're spending at minimum $200. But if you do it at home, all you have to do is buy the hair and then just dedicate 3 days. Bye.